Lunatics. How's everyone doing today? My name is Lord Jester Jack. Oh, that's right, Lord Jester Jack. I should probably put this one down. Sorry. Ooh, slept in a little too long today, and I am exhausted. So, what are we up to today? Well, we're gonna do another tier list. I've been having a lot of fun with these tier lists, and they're a lot of fun to make, and it's my channel, so I'm gonna do what I want. First things first, let me introduce you to today's co-host. We've got Poochie Kopi, our duty buddy, if you will. Um, he is going to be our co-host today because our first tier list we're going to do today is actually a pretty small one. So once we get done with this, we'll go on to another video or another tier list, kind of. But the first one we're doing is the Bob's Burgers Belcher Kids Halloween Costumes tier list maker. Which, as you can see, this doesn't have all of the kids' Halloween costumes from every season, but from whenever this is made, it looks like it has most of them. So we're going to go ahead and rank them from D to S. Now, fair warning, I'm probably not going to put any in D. Number one, I love Bob's Burgers. Great show. Number two, I don't think any of them are that bad. Their Halloween costumes are hilarious to me. I think they're extremely funny, very creative, and very, very good. So let's get started. First up, we've got Louise Belcher with the jacket of Ryan Gosling from Driver. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B. It's very much her personality. Um, it's pretty funny. What is this one? Let's see. Steve. Oh, it's Cat Stevens. That's right. Gene does a lot of puns, I believe. Um, I say they all do puns for the most part. Um, we'll go ahead and give that one an A. I think that one's funny. What is okay? This is something. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and Google it real quick. Just because I don't want to get the name wrong, but it was really funny. Halloween costumes. So like I feel like every um Gene's Halloween costumes. So we've got oh that's Queen Latifah during the Unity phase. That one's a B as well. Hey B, he's back. Also, I'm sorry, but I gave the co-hosting spot to Kuchi Kopi today. Just thought I should give you a warning. Next up, we've got Tina's first Halloween costume on the list, Mommy Mummy. It's pretty clever. It's not one of my favorite ones. I think it's cute, but it's not one of my favorites. But it's still good. Again, I'm not gonna put probably any in D. The Sherlock Ness monster. I really like that one. That's an A. What is this one? This is a really bad photo choice because I can't even see what Louise is wearing. Um, that's not guy from No Country for Old Men, is it? No, because that one's here. Um, it's not Bjorn Identity. Is that freshly squeezed Beetlejuice? Or wait, no, I think that's Blade Bunner. I think that's who that's supposed to be. Again, not horrible, but it's, you know. Next up we've got Ghostbusters. I love the Ghostbusters, so that one's gotta be up here. Tina's Mombi. Okay, I that one was one of my favorites. That's gonna be our first S tier. I know this is a very bad tier list because it's like I'm looking at the costume and then looking for the name. because the name is part of what makes these costumes so funny to me. It's also why we're gonna have two different lists in this episode today. Um, Next up we've got the Gladiator, I believe. It's the gladiator who graduated. It's another good one. Well, Gene and this family has amazing costumes. Andre 3000, the Giant, another A tier or S tier. Sorry, S tier costume. It looks like I've not put any Louises up there. We're gonna have some good ones up there. Um, what do we got? I think this one. Oh, it's 16 handles. That's the name of the costume. This B is pretty good. Christina Applesauce. Fiona Applesauce. It's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. This isn't like one of the most creative ones, but it's definitely one of the most Louise costumes she does, in my opinion. Because yeah, she's the embodiment of that as a fucking 9-year-old or 12-year-old. How old is she? How old do you think Louise is? No, see, that's what I was thinking. Abby and I both think 9. Next we've got None of Your Business, the very edgy one. We'll go ahead and give that one that's an A tier. Seeing Tina and Jean have a lot up there in Louise. I think we're getting closer to a lot of the Louise costumes. Oh, that's freshly squeezed Beetlejuice. That one's a B tier as well. Next, we've got the Bjorn Identity. I always thought that was freaking hilarious. It's A tier. And Girl with the Dragon with a Girl Tattoo. Um, who is this one? Oh, that's Baby Gaga. Ooh, shit. And then we've got Handsome Grapes. Put that one in C tier. It's not great, but it's still funny. Uh, Edward Scissorhands. I thought that was funny. Very dangerous costume for her to have. Peter Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, let's go B tier. Turner and Hooch. It's a B tier. And a sandwich. Good, go A tier. So that's my rankings. No D tier. They're all C and above, in my opinion. So let's go, Chikobi. Couldn't have put it better myself. Um, I know that wasn't a very interesting video for me to go through, just because like I had to go through and search for the names of the costumes as well, because that's part of the jokes for the puns and everything what they are. Um, if you're not a big Bob's Burger fan, you're probably not going to enjoy that part of the episode. But then again, it's only let's see, it's only the first 8 minutes of the video, so just skip to this part. You'll be fine if you don't like Bob's Burgers. But yeah, so those are how I'd rank them all. Like, I think the kids are hilarious in Bob's Burgers. Puns are hysterical, very good. Um, oh, it's so well written. So my ranking for the Bob's Burger Belcher kids, in D tier, none. They're all better than D tier. In C tier, we've got Mommy Mummy by Tina. I believe that one is Blade Bunner by Louise. Fiona Applesauce by Jean. Baby Gaga by Jean. And Handsome Grapes by Jean. In B tier, we've got, I believe it's just the guy from Drive. Ryan Gosling from Drive by Louise. Queen Latifah in her um, Queen Latifah in her Unity phase by Jean. 16 Handles by Tina. Good pun. Freshly Squeezed Beetlejuice by Louise. Pan- Peter Pan's Labyrinth by Louise. And Turner and Hooch by Jean. In A tier, we've got Cat Stevens by Gene, Sherlock Ness Monster by Tina, Ghostbuster by Tina, None of Your Business by Tina, Edward Scissorhands by Louise, and A Sandwich by Tina. Then in S tier, top tier, we've got the Mommy Mummy, or the Mom Bee, the Mom Zombie by Tina, The Graduator by Gene, Andre 3000 the Giant by Gene, and uh, the last three are all by Louise. We've got the guy from No Country for Old Men, the Bjorn Identity, and the girl with the dragon with the girl tattoo. Okay, now I guess I should have put like if you're not a big fan of Bob's Burgers, skip to this point of the episode. Ooh, oh, here we're good. So that's our rankings for this one. It was good. Now we go ahead and get on to the next part of the episode, which is the horror movie showdown. I think, yeah. So this is from a new website I've found out about called Bracket Fights, where basically it's just you make a bracket and it goes ahead and puts everything in like there's a bunch of fights that are already pre-made, but you can also make your own. I'm gonna go ahead and to make it fair, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle all the seeds a couple times. Oop. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, first up we've got. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Come on. Looks like Wolfman versus the Thing from Thing. Sorry, Classic Wolfman, you're not gonna make it through this. The Thing definitely dominates there. Next up, we've got the Creature from the Black Lagoon versus Chucky. Like I've said before, I don't find Chucky that terrifying. I used to when I was a kid, when I was like the same height as him. I was very short as a child. But now I'm not. I'm not afraid of a doll. I mean, not afraid of that doll. You keep Annabelle the fuck away from me. Next we've got Jigsaw versus Annabelle. Gah. Well, okay, if we're doing fights to the death, I don't know. Technically, Jigsaw is just an old man. He's his biggest deal is he knocks you out and then puts you in a trap, right?
I mean, according to this newest one, he's got like cancer or something.
Well, he's always had like brain cancer.
What? Know that.
Yeah, spoilers. Um, but then again, Annabelle's just a doll. It's the demon that's you want to be scared of. So if it's Annabelle doll versus an old man with cancer, I think old man might have this one.
To win?
Yeah,
Oh.
like fight to the death. Like you lock an old man with cancer and a doll in a room. There's no guarantee that the demon's sticking with the doll in this room. What do you think?
Well, it's attached to the doll it's coming with. If you kind of based on like a lot of lore that's like a demon or a spirit would be attached to one specific thing. So
Well, I guess that's fair.
I'm pretty sure Annabelle would win in that regards because
It's a good
the
point.
man with cancer is not going to be the demon.
Fair enough. Fair
Like
enough.
he might be able to destroy the doll, but doesn't mean the demon goes away. You know.
That's fair. Next up, we've got Candyman from Candyman versus Ghostface from Scream. Candyman's a paranormal deity. I'm gonna say I'm going with Candyman. Same.
Yeah.
Candyman. Next up, looks like we've got the Yautja Predator versus Ju-on the Grudge. All he's got to do is blow up the TV. So I think Predator's taking that one.
Grudge is different than the ring, honey.
Or the Ring. Sorry, I didn't mean Grudge. The Ring. He's gonna blow up the TV and he wins. Next, we've got Dracula from Dracula versus Art the Clown from Terrifier. Thoughts, honey?
Um, Probably art. Pretty sure you can't really kill art, from what I understand.
Yeah, but you can kill Dracula. So we're gonna go ahead and go with Art. Sorry, Dracula. That's Dracula and Wolfman down round one. Pinhead versus the Nun. Oh, that would be a fun one to watch. So the Nun is from the Nun. It's Valak, another demon. But Pinhead is like a demon as well, a demon of pain slash pleasure, depending on how you feel. What do you think, honey?
The Nun versus Pinhead.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pinhead would really enjoy it, so I'd say Pinhead would win.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight though. I'd like to see that one. Next, we've got it looks like Tommy from Tommy versus Leatherface. Okay, so this is gonna sound weird. Leatherface would dominate the first fight. Chops her up to bits. Now, if you don't know who Tomy is from a Junji Ito story called Tomy, and in it, this girl, her body regenerates. But like if she bleeds on stuff or she's in something, like she grows. Like she is taken to the hospital and is like dying and donates her liver to this girl who needs a new liver. Well, the girl heals, and then the girl starts to turn into Tommy, and then the liver bursts out of her body as it grows a second body inside the girl. And so, considering that Leatherface is a cannibal, I'm guessing they would cook her up and eat her, but it doesn't seem like that would be enough to kill her spirit. So I'm gonna give this one to Tommy. Sorry, Leatherface. We're gonna go ahead and do this whole side of the bracket and then move over to the other side. Next, okay, so round two for this side. We actually no, we'll go ahead and we'll do the other side first. I was wrong. Next up, we've got what is that one? I think that's zombies. Oh, hang on to me. Yeah, sorry, I was covering up the camera so I could look without my mask. I think that's just zombies versus Norman Bates. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to zombies. Frankenstein versus Jason Voorhees.
Gonna be?
Yeah,
Oh. I feel like all you have to do is really take apart Frankenstein and he's kind of useless, whereas Jason Voorhees kind of goes through a lot of shit and somehow still able to.
keep fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Next up,
Homeboy's held together by like stitches and electricity, you know?
yeah, that's a good point. Next, we've got a Xenomorph versus Jack Torrance. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to the Xenomorph. Sorry, Jack. I love The Shining, but you're not beating that. Next, we've got the Babadook versus the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to Jeepers Creepers. The Babadook looks terrifying, but it's a metaphor for depression, I believe.
I don't think he actually hurts anyone.
Yeah, he never really attacks anyone. He's just creepy. It's a scary movie, but the Leprechaun versus Carrie. I'm gonna go with Carrie. Carrie would win. I don't like the Leprechaun. I don't think it's very scary. Ever since Leprechaun into Hood, it's just not frightening to me. Hannibal Lecter versus Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Do you think Hannibal Lecter could pull out a victory there?
Right? Would I mean Hannibal's a person. I think Bendy is kind of technically a deity.
A demon kind of thing? Yeah,
I don't know enough about Bendy, but that's my assumption.
fair enough. I'll give that one to Bendy. Bendy's the winner of this round. Next up, we've got what is that? I can't really tell what the hell that is. I think is it a dinosaur? Well, I know I'm covering the camera, but I don't know what that is. And so since I can't tell what the hell that is supposed to be, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Trick or Treat Kid. Sorry. Then we've got a skull versus. Ooh, what was the name of that monster from Resident Evil?
Nemesis?
A Nemesis versus what looks like a skeleton skull thing. Let's say Nemesis. Okay. Oop, come on. God damn it. Why is it not wanting to? Okay, there we go. Alrighty, we're on to round two. I'm sorry, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm hoping to maybe tonight I'll work on a script for tomorrow's video so it's a little less dead air. Next up, we've got the Thing from the Thing versus the Creature from the Black Lagoon. The Thing is dominating. Oh, come on. Okay. Annabelle versus the Candyman. I'm gonna say Candyman. I think Annabelle, she could do good against a cancer patient dude, but when it comes to a demon that's just controlling a little doll versus an actual demon deity thing, I don't think the doll's gonna stand up. Next up, we've got the Predator versus Art the Clown. Um, Art the Clown is terrifying, i.e., the name of the movie. But I think the Yautja Predator is gonna win. He can just disintegrate him with the shoulder cannon. Pinhead versus Tommy, kind of the same thing. Like it's a deity versus a monster, and I think the deity has the power to put it down. Just like makes him I don't know, because the whole plot of the first Hellraiser is he kills the guy by ripping him apart, and then his body gets blood on it, and it brings him back. See, I gotta give it to Tommy. Next on the other side of the chart, round two, we've got Zombies versus Jason Voorhees. Oof, Jason will just dominate there. It looks like Jason might be the last of the slashers. Also, Michael Myers isn't in here. What the hell? Xenomorph versus the Creeper. Um, I'm controversial opinion. I'm gonna give it to the Creeper. The Xenomorph has acid blood, but the Creeper has regeneration. All he's gotta do is eat some stuff and then he grows it back. So, yeah, I don't think the Xenomorph's gonna win there. Carrie versus Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Thoughts, babe?
Um, I'd say Carrie.
Yeah.
She has, I mean, a lot of unexplored abilities that I think could be taking over a demon, but I still don't understand what Bendy's powers are. So
I mean, that's fair. I'll go with Carrie as well. That's what I was kind of pulling for, anyway. Nemesis versus the kid from Trick or Treat. I'm gonna go Nemesis. We are down to the quarterfinals. Yay! Hold the applause, please. Okay, we've got the Creature from the Thing versus Candyman. What do you think, honey?
what?
The Creature from the Thing versus Candyman.
Well, the creature from the thing is an alien, right?
Yeah, it's like an alien assimilation thing, like the Blob, but like more aggressive and violent and teethy.
But it's proven that you can technically kill them. I think if you set them on fire and destroy every cell, right? Is
Believe
it
so.
that Candyman can be killed?
I don't know. That's a good thing to Google.
So I would say Candyman would win. I feel like being a demon, he could see through, what the thing is. So
Can Candyman die? Candyman can die if the mirror that was once his former lover's gift in his former life breaks. Kind of like a Dorian Gray thing. Like you destroy the painting, he dies. So like if you destroy his old, that's gonna be tough for the thing to figure out. Whereas I feel like Candyman will figure out just to burn the thing alive.
yeah.
So I'll give that one to Candyman. Next up, we've got the Yautja Predator versus Tommy. The Yautja Predator. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's the Predator from the movie Predator with the face mandibles. Tommy.
I don't know enough about Turning Head.
I'm googling it real quick. Can Tommy die? Actually, it looks like it's the only way to truly full on kill Tommy is to carbonize her. And so I think Pinhead actually might win against Tommy instead of her
They said
being.
predator.
Huh?
They said predator.
I did. Sorry. I looked up if Tommy could die. And I think because she won against Pinhead is what I had.
Uh,
But if completely burning the body does actually kill the regeneration factor that she has,
mm,
I think Pinhead would figure that out.
okay.
Because they say like they search for pleasure in the ultimate pains, and so if Tommy is like, I don't like fire and everything, the Pinhead would be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna set you on fire. So I feel like Pinhead actually might win that. So instead of Tommy, it's Pinhead versus the Predator.
Mm, but predator would probably win.
Do you think so? I think so too. I feel like I don't feel like predators have like a sense for pleasure and shit. So like the Pinhead would be like, what do we do here? Pinhead versus I don't see if there's anyone else. It's like a lot of people are wondering. Yeah, most people are agreeing Predator would win.
Yeah.
Like the Pinhead would try some stuff, and the Predator would be like, "That's weird." Shoulder cannon.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I was gonna say the predator probably does not have a sense of pain and pleasure, so it probably wouldn't be problematic.
Like even when he's coughing up blood, he's just thinking about the hunt.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Jason from Friday the 13th versus the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. They both kind of got a healing factor a little bit. What do you think, honey?
I don't know enough about Jeepers Creepers.
I'm gonna go with Jason. I think Jason would have a little bit of an. Oh well, then the Creeper can fly. I don't know. Ow. Um, but the Creeper has to sleep when he like once he takes too much damage, he does hibernate for 27 years. Whereas Jason can just keep on going, falls to hell, and then claws his way back up. I'm gonna go with Jason. The Creeper had a good run. Next, we've got Nemesis from Resident Evil versus Carrie from Carrie.
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
She's twiggy.
She is
Will get
Twiggy.
broken.
She will get broken. Well put, honey. And we are down to the semifinals. The semifinals. On one side of the bracket, we've got Candyman from Candyman versus the Predator from Predator. On the other side of the bracket, we've got Jason from Friday the 13th versus Nemesis from Resident Evil. Who's taking each fight, honey?
Candyman versus whom?
Predator?
Well, Predator's an alien, but he's not mortal.
Right.
Whereas I think Candyman would be mortal, yes?
Except for the whole you destroy something from his past life kind of thing. Like you can
I mean, the
neutralize him,
Predator
but you
is
can't kill him.
super smart, but would the Predator know to do that, or would he always just be after Candyman trying to destroy him, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not. I feel like the Predator's smart, but I don't think he would bother doing anything except for just constantly attempting to destroy Candyman.
So the question is, how big would that bomb that the Predator has be? Because like at the end of the Predator movie, when he loses to Arnold Schwarzenegger, he sets the bomb on his wrist to blow up his ship, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
and Arnie's able to survive. But in Alien versus Predator, when they're on top of a temple, they set off the bomb that decimates the aliens, but it also turns like that whole temple was in like a warm climate, and the bomb is big enough that it turns where that temple is to into Antarctica because that's ancient Earth. So like,
Schwarzenegger. Do you really question his abilities?
I mean,
But
that is a good point.
say Candyman would win because the Predator can be killed.
True. Um, we'll go ahead and give that one to the Candyman. I love the Predator, but I don't think it would win there. Next up, we've got Jason from Friday the 13th versus Nemesis. Um, I don't know. I could go either way on this one. You're more of a Resident Evil expert than me.
Not on Nemesis though. I just know that he's very large and constantly follows. So
Well, let's consult Google then.
the almighty Google.
Nemesis, Resident Evil versus Jason Voorhees. Two are about equal in strength, though it is likely that neither have shown their full power. While the Nemesis is definitely faster and has much greater range than through his tentacles, not to mention his direct durability was greater. Um, Ocone. Come on. Okay. I guess Nemesis has a lot more artillery than I thought. He has like minigun and stuff too. Um, and so we're down to the final two. Candyman versus Nemesis. Let's do this Google real quick because Abby stepped out of the room. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one because if we went with the Predator loses to Candyman because he can't destroy that one artifact, I'm gonna guess can't Nemesis is gonna be the exact same. So looks like Candyman. Candyman is the winner. Oh my gosh, that was a lot more difficult to manage than I thought it would. Thank you all so much for sticking with me through this video. I know this is probably a lot of dead air in this one. From me, Abby, and our co-host Kichikopi here. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe because the quicker we can get to 50 subscribers, the better. That is a I'm amazed that I have 40 subscribers so far, and I'm very grateful to have you all. Um, but the quicker I can grow in subscribers and everything, the more likely I am going to be able to do YouTube full time and making videos and entertainment stuff for you guys. And I know these videos might not be the most entertaining thing to watch, but I thank you for sticking out through most of them. Um, and I hope to someday get to work on projects I want to work on. Maybe tomorrow I'll just do a video talking about all the projects I want to work on. But we'll see. We'll go from here. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. Remember to sit back, relax, and enjoy the darkness around you because you never know what you'll find in the darkness. Sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's scary, and sometimes it's a tier list between movie monsters fighting to the death. But who knows? From all of us here, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.